Have you ever wondered what is the hardest workout some of the top pros have done? Have you ever wondered whether the pros do their own bike mechanics or how many are riding tubeless these days? Well, we're at the Collins Cup and we have a whole bunch of these top pros at our disposal and we've asked them just that. Hardest workout you've ever done?
Ooh,
probably quite a few with you.
There's quite a few. The one that sticks to my mind was a workout on Mount Lemon. I did 5 by 30 minutes between 350 and 370 watts.
Sure, you didn't get Lionel's KOM on that one?
No, that wasn't the KOM. That was like actually harder because it was 2.5 hours of effort, and the KOM's only an hour, 15 minutes.
I had once where I kind of hated my life during it and also after was a long 2-hour interval set. I can't even remember the intervals, but it was just raining so much and it got colder and colder. So
one that you've probably tried to erase from your memory a little bit.
Exactly, that was terrible.
Fair enough.
But Danish weather, so.
I once did a 8-hour bike ride through the Swiss mountains with Jan van Berkel, and it wasn't just I think we did 4,000 meters of climbing. We rode up the Stelvio Pass, and when we turned to go back to Italy, there was a thunderstorm rolling into the mountains, and it was horrible cold. So we rode down straight to the first pizzeria. We took all our clothes off in the pizzeria to get somewhere
warm and dry.
Had a risotto, and then we kept going, and we
still
were
in the rain, or
still in the rain. We like the old cyclists, we put newspapers in. But then we were in Bormio, which is 300 meters over sea level.
Okay.
We had to go up all the way to Bernina Pass, which is I think 2.5. So
big day.
Big day, long day, warm, cold. Everything was in there.
That drains
good at
you.
the end. I think never forget this ride, but it was freaking hard.
Yeah, that sounds epic.
I remember back when I lived in Swansea, my gear cable broke. And the coach just tied the gear cable around the bike, and I still had to ride over the mountains because I was somehow stuck in my big gear, which apparently you could have ended up fixing it to the little ring. But I just big ringed everything and then couldn't walk for a couple of days.
That sort of stuff shapes you, so that's good. Right, hardest workout you've ever done?
If you don't include races, I guess, I think I had the first time I did an extended turbo session in terms of tempo blocks. So I think it was 4 lots of 40 minutes at race pace or something. And in my head, it was completely intolerable.
Yeah, that does sound intolerable.
I don't do that now.
Probably would have to be a treadmill one. Go till you blow 75 minutes.
My hardest run workout I ever did was 3 by 5K on 3 minutes recovery, sub 15:50, sub 15:40, sub 15:30.
I remember seeing that when you
was my
posted it up.
best. And 3 by 3K, sub 9, sub 8:45, sub 8:45 on 3 minutes recovery. Those are my 2 best.
And damn impressive.
Not by run standards, but by triathlon. Not even by triathlon standards
No, I
anymore.
think it is.
Back in the day, I think that was all right, but not in these days.
With the Norwegians.
the Norwegians do that probably each day of the week, but whatever.
Probably one of our Thursday night sessions, years ago, probably about 5-6 years ago, when we used to do a hard bike session with threshold efforts. It'd probably be about 40 minutes worth of threshold efforts on the bike, and then we'd go into 8 to 10 miles worth of running efforts, either mile reps, 2 mile reps off the bike. That was really, really tough during the winter.
There are a lot of hard workouts, I guess, but I think the hardest long ride with 2 hours worth of intervals and overall 4 hours. It's especially hard when you don't eat and drink enough.
Yeah, I think we've all been there, haven't we?
I think a couple of weeks out of Daytona, I had a really extreme workout, and I think that's the hardest one I've done. I think I finished off 40 minutes straight after a really hard bike ride. I had 40 minutes at 19.3 k an hour on the treadmill. So that was a hard one.
Tubeless or non-tubeless?
Tubeless. Yeah, I was a bit skeptic at first, but now I have a tubeless setup and it's super easy to use, so why not?
Set it up yourself?
Yeah, and with a normal pump also. I don't even use like the inflators. It's just like pump it hard.
Awesome.
Absolutely tubeless.
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 Tubular.
Tubular?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
I've been running tubeless lately. Yeah, I don't set them up myself because I still can't really figure out how to damn well get the things to seat and to hold air, but fortunately the Canyon guys set them up for me, or Head even sets them up sometimes for me.
Tubeless.
Tubeless.
Have you done tubeless for a long time, or?
Actually, I've changed this year, so always normal tubes before, but tubeless I think makes more sense. Like I'm getting less punctures. I'm like, especially in training, it's more comfy, slightly low pressure. Yeah.
Cool.
Really
Set your own tubeless tyres up?
I've never tried.
Do you do your own bike mechanics?
No, I can do.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at it because the excuse is that I have someone who's much better. My husband Mark, he does everything and also loves doing it.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to ever take credit for it, but yeah, he loves it. So I let him have the privilege.
Some, but not the heavy stuff.
Where do you like tap out? So you know, that's
Housing, cabling, yeah, assembling the bike.
No, most of my races, Mark from Trek is always there. And like I can do basic stuff, yeah.
Yes, I do.
all of it.
Not all of it. Like really fine tuning and yeah, stuff like that. Especially on the race bike, I have the Canyon mechanic Jens Nøby to do it. Otherwise, most I do myself.
Do you ever, genuine question? Do you ever worry when someone else has done your own mechanics and you don't know?
Yeah. Also, just packing my stuff for the races, and I'm brought up like taking responsibility of my own stuff, and then all of a sudden, if you hand it to somebody else, it's a bit. Jens I trust, but a lot of other guys I wouldn't really trust.
Yes, when I'm at home, actually I love to do it.
Oh yeah.
So I was working in a bike shop, so
nice.
I know how to fix my bike. I only have problems with the disc brakes.
Yeah.
Because I learned with all the mechanic stuff.
Yeah, sure.
So no, it totally like calms me down, and
Cool.
I built the bikes for Julia also. So I love to clean the bikes and just work on it.
Nice.
But of course, I have the pleasure to work with a Canyon mechanic, which is awesome. They go to all the races, and when I have something like significant, the guys from Canyon help me out.
Sure.
No, far from it.
The easy stuff, yeah, but the difficult stuff I let the experts do.
Fair enough.
I've had to learn to do certain, you know what I mean? So I don't gotta continually bring things in. So I'm okay. Like I've learned to do micro adjustments on the shifting and stuff when it gets out of line.
Where's the tipping point where you sort of, that's you?
I really shouldn't be doing anything because I tend to just make it worse. But like I would never be able to do brakes or any sort of cabling or anything.
Sure.
But I can change my tires.
Nice, good work. Just not tubeless.
Just not tubeless.
I managed to do my own bike mechanic, but I'd rather have someone else do it because it's more chill to not do it yourself.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, it seems like it is tubeless for the win, and who'd have thought it? Patrick Langer is an avid bike mechanic at heart, and well, some pretty epic sessions there. Do get involved in the comment section down below. Let us know what you think of these answers today, particularly some of those really hard sessions, and whether you would give any of them a go. If you enjoyed today's video, please do give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and don't forget to give us a subscribe down below.